Welcome to NHK World Direct Talk, interviews with leaders, visionaries, and pioneers who are shaping Asia and the rest of the world. CHAY is a Cambodian social entrepreneur working to provide safe drinking water for rural communities, especially for the children. Cambodia is a country that is still trying to recover from decades of conflicts during the Cold War, including American bombings, civil war, and genocide that devastated its social, economic, and human resources. Lo talks of his passion to improve people's quality of life, starting with assuring everyone access to clean water.
Safe drinking of water saves the life of the people. Everybody needs this resource for our human being.
CHAY is the founder of Teuk, Saat 1001. Teuk Saat means clean water in the Khmer language. It's a non-profit social enterprise that works to provide safe drinking water.
The situation in Cambodia, as you may know, after the Pol Pot regime and civil war, there's a lot of things was destroyed, and since then we try to develop, and especially water is one of the important things also that government and many organizations try to act on this sector, but still a lot of the people do not have the access to clean water.
An estimated 5 to 6 million people in Cambodia lack access to safe water supplies. Many in rural areas rely on surface water. Children often miss school to fetch supplies for the family. Teuk Saat water kiosks produce safe drinking water from existing local water sources, purifying with sand filters and disinfecting with ultraviolet light. Lo started the work alone and, in 10 years, has opened 150 kiosks around the country. Keep the quality high and waste and cost to a minimum is their philosophy. They home deliver reusable 20-liter bottles that lasts 2 to 3 days for a family for just 30 US cents. Over 400,000 people across the country now benefit from the program.
The consequence of not having access to clean water, it can firstly cause like the disease, the waterborne disease, and it is also that people can spend a lot of money to go to hospital, and also waste a lot of time that they cannot go to work, especially with the children. Also that mainly the main affect because the children cannot understand what is the safe and unsafe water. Mainly they can get such as like diarrhea. This is the main problem for the children. And the children can lose a lot of water, and also can cause and can be also become die.
Lo was himself born in a rural community with no running water. He was the first from his village to go to university.
Since I was at the engineer school, so I learned 90% of our disease come from the water. So it made me also reflect to also what happened in the past when I was a child. Even in my family, people affected by like the diarrhea something, and from that time that I really interesting about this subject.
Lo won a scholarship to study in France and returned to Cambodia determined to make a difference.
I always thinking that I want to do one thing in my life and come back to Cambodia and try to find a way how can I contribute to Cambodia on the water sector. So the most important thing for me in this working on this is to save the life of the people.
Lo has started a program to provide drinking water to primary schools for free. He believes it's an efficient way to help children from the poorest of families and their education.
One of our mission is to try to provide the safe drinking water to the vulnerable people. So even we sell with the low price, some family still not yet afford. The only way that we can provide also to the poor family is to provide the water at school. We did some impact study on children in the primary school. What we can measure is about the absenteeism of the children in the school. So we can see we have less the absentee in the school that we provide drinking water. We also provide some training to make them understand what is the unsafe and safe and how to clean the hand.
Cambodia has developed rapidly in recent decades with foreign aids and investments. But the progress has been limited to the more affluent urban areas, including access to drinking water.
We can see that most of the commercial bottle commercial, from the commercial, they mainly set up in the city, in the small part or rural area. They don't want to invest because just in terms of the sale volume is not so interesting. When the developed country come to invest, in general, try to find where it's easy for them. I mean, in terms of security, in terms of road access, in terms of the people that can come to work and transport the product. It's important to develop the economic activity in the rural area. 80% of people are living in rural area. If we don't do something like in the rural area, we can face some problem because people try to leave their home and to find a job in the city or go to like the other countries like such as Thailand, Korea, and also Malaysia. I still hope that some investor will reach to the rural area. Think about all like the whole aspect, how also to make one country also sustain.
Low is trying to add to rural economies by creating jobs and making the water kiosks financially sustainable on their own.
The capacity building is important on different levels, and so we train the local community how to produce the water, how to maintain the equipment, and also how to do the water quality testing at the field. And we also train them how to on management, project management, also teamwork. Before they never work together, so we train them how to work together, the role and responsibility on that.
Looking to the future, Low hopes to expand Teuk Saat services beyond drinking water.
Washing is also important because when the water is not good, can also affect on the skin, eye, and also sometimes when we take a shower, we also, especially children, can drink the water at the same time. So if we have the clean water to wash, it can also improve health.
Teuk Saat has also started to train like-minded groups in fellow developing countries such as Vietnam, Myanmar, and India.
The high technology is good, but sometimes the context of the country or the economy of country cannot afford. What we have been done in Cambodia in our project is we try to find the simple technology that can afford and make the cost of the operation and production is low enough, so it can also use in other countries.
Southeast Asia has experienced serious drought in recent years, putting pressure on already limited drinking water supplies. Low believes that the threat of climate change makes the continuing development of water management and technologies all the more critical.
everybody can also join and find the new idea. If we can find like a simple or new technology, a simple technology, it can also implement to different country. I want to share also with this my opinion to the developed country also because things change and we don't know what's happened also in one day in the country. Right now it can happen to Cambodia and one day it also can happen to the other country. I think that sometimes people that need to take a moment and think that what is the really basic need for our human being in this globe. So if they can do just a simple thing like that and try to think how we can help each other to just to raise the basic needs like water and food and take care about environment. Start acting with a small thing, it is better than just talking. A lot of people just say, oh, I would like to do that to help to solve this problem, but in the reality just finish by only thinking and talking. So if we want to make things happen, we just start in action, even with a small thing, and then we can go step by step. And at the end, if we continue to go on and have the right direction, we can create a big impact.